How you doing? I'm Louis Camino with Enviroscape LA. We're here at another project of ours here in Manhattan Beach, and you can see the boys are going to town. Now usually we'll have our big trencher out excavating for us. However, we are in Manhattan Beach and we just got done rototilling. It is so incredibly sandy here. It's really a sandy loam where the boys, they're just on autopilot, just doing it the old-fashioned way, just with a pick and a shovel. So you see the lines going in, they're every 12-inch spacing. We also have the 12-inch 0.6 gallons per hour Rainbird copper shield drip technology. The header is made out of the poly tubing because we're only laying about roughly 300 linear feet of this, so that will equal about 3 gallons per minute going through the entire zone. It is about a 300 square foot area. So if we take a walk further down here, we'll just take a look at our valves. Of course, you always want to size your valves appropriately to the amount of tubing, the amount of gallons per minute that are going through the zone. These are Rainbird, the low flow valves with the proper pressure filter on there. So those valves are designed to specifically handle flows underneath 5 gallons per minute, which is what we have here. If you use a valve other than that, say that would handle a higher flow or perhaps a irrigation valve from one of the big box stores that don't have a flow restrictor on it, or a smaller diaphragm such as these, you will run into problems down the line. That actually diaphragm will not shut off in some cases, not rated to shut off when it comes to low flow applications. So the result of that would be that your irrigation timer would tell the valve to shut off, but it would not shut off all the way. It would leave a tiny little gap on that diaphragm, which would lead to something called weeping, where water is still being dispersed to the landscape. So typically it takes about 24 hours for a homeowner to notice something like that. So you just wasted 24 hours of water by not using the correct valve. So it's really, really important to size your valves appropriately to the zone for the gallons per minute you're using. The boys have not quite gotten there yet, but eventually we're going to install an ARV, which is an air relief valve, as well as a clean out once they're all done here. So it's kind of quiet, a lot different from when we have our big machine out, but you see the boys going to town. These guys are trained very, very well, and they're hard workers, so they're knocking it out in no time, the Enviroscape crew. So just another project from Enviroscape LA. When you think sustainability, think Enviroscape LA.